Hi everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video today I'm going to tell you all about my new crafting gadget that allows me to make custom stencils. It's pretty exciting. I'm going to tell you why I initially got it and what I had planned originally to do with it and how that sort of evolved into something bigger. So anyways, as you jump on, if you're watching, say hi to me in the comments. Let me know that you're watching. If you have questions, I'm going to try to really pay attention. And I'll either answer your questions while we're here live or I'll answer them in the comments when we're finished. So, okay, so what did I get? Well, I got this little machine right here that is called a Stencil Maker Custom Stencil Kit. It's from a company called IkonArt. Okay? And it's this gadget right here that you see. What this allows you to do is, and what I wanted it for, I'm going to just jump right in, okay? Ask questions if you want to. So what I wanted to do originally with it sort of evolved after some conversations with one of my friends at Bible study about this idea of making something lasting from like your mom or your grandma or your mother-in-law's old handwritten recipes, okay? So that's how it started. And that is why I purchased this in December, and I used it for myself and for a couple of friends that are in my Bible study to make Christmas presents using their old family recipes, okay? So I've learned a lot since then. I guess when I got started with it, I didn't realize all the possible things that you could do with it. But let me show you a few things that we did make. Let me know if you like these, okay? Oh, and it's called IkonArt Custom Stencil Kit. And Sandy, and it's IkonArt. And I'm gonna try to remember this at the end also, but I'm an affiliate for them, and if you order one of these kits, they're like like 160 or 170, something like that, maybe $180, and you get some film and you get the actual machine. If you order one of those and you use my code, then they'll give you 15% off, which is really nice. My code, guess what it is? Can you imagine? It's DiyDreaming, all smushed together. DiyDreaming. Okay? You will get a discount and I'll get credit. Okay, so what I wanted to do was to take like some of these old recipes. This was one my mom wrote. This was one my mother-in-law wrote, which was for Cezanne's garlic soup. Okay, I wanted to take some of these and turn them into some stuff. And so this is one of the things that I made. What do you guys think? Isn't it pretty? Oh, I love it. My mother-in-law was such a wonderful artist, you guys. Sometime I'll pull these out and show them to you. Every year at Christmas time when her kids were little, she would hand draw pictures of the family and turn those into Christmas cards. And you guys, this was a long time ago, so she had to be pretty ingenious too. Oh, if you do get one, use my code so that you get 15% off and I get credit. Okay, so so I want to show you a couple of the things that I made on the back side of this. I used 1 year of her Christmas card. This is a little image of my husband is Briar in the middle. Malcolm is the baby right here. Heather is the little girl. Can you guys see? Isn't that precious? Okay, and here's another one. So I just took those handwritten Christmas cards, used my little gadget here, converted them into a stencil, and then I stenciled these. This is another one of her Christmas cards. And this actually looks like what their house looked like because it had these beautiful beams and she had all this really fabulous furniture, just with tons of personality. Anyways, this says Christmas greetings from the Scotts, and there's 4 little children here. She ended up having 5. Anyways, okay, so I made those 2 wood things. Also, what I made for my friends in Bible study was a ton of tea towels. Like for one of my friends, I made 17 of them. And we had some problems, you guys, because I was learning and I had misunderstood one thing about the instructions, which it's not hard. You just have to pay attention. So I made this tea towel that has my mother-in-law's garlic soup recipe on it. And then I made this tea towel that has one of those little Christmas card images and another one of the Christmas card images. And you guys, I'm so excited. Can you tell? This week I should be getting my first batch of ceramic paint. So you can take this idea and make a platter with your mother's lasagna recipe or your great-grandmother's whatever recipe, or a drawing, or I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I could do this even with some of my kids' drawings because, they just did the sweetest things when they were little. Okay, so that is why I purchased this thing in the first place. And essentially what you do is you make a film that looks kind of like this. And you just print it in your printer on this special kind of film. And then you take a piece of the stencil, which is light sensitive. This one's already done. This is the one I made for the garlic soup. You put it on the stencil maker with your film. And since it's light sensitive, you turn off the lights in your kitchen. You turn this thing on for 35 seconds. It exposes the spots that are black on your film. And somehow, then you wash it and it comes out. Can you see that? I know this is very complicated and it really doesn't need to be. Anyways, so these are just some examples of that. And I love it for this use, okay? But you know, the next thing I'm really loving it for is the ability to make things with my favorite Bible verses. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Do you love having Bible verses in your home? I absolutely do. And you know, you can buy stencils from other companies. You can buy stencils from the other company that I'm an affiliate for, and they're awesome. But sometimes you just want to make your own. Okay, so this is the one I made that says, "For God so loved the world." And I'll show you what that looks like. On this one? Yeah. Let's see. Do I have the actual stencil here? Yes. This is what it looked like. Okay. I did this one. I mean, I did a lot of them about love, just in honor of Valentine's Day. And my son and his fiance are getting married in May, and I want to do a whole bunch of personalized items for them. So what do you guys think so far? I have a little more to tell you. Do you guys like this idea? Is anyone there? They are sort of like silk screens, yes. And, you know, just to put it all out there and be completely transparent, the other company that I'm an affiliate for, they're developing something like this too, which will be awesome. But for me personally, I couldn't wait because I had those projects that I had to do before Christmas. And now that I have it, I'm making stuff. So, like for example, I made this sign. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And I've told you guys that I'm challenged with technology, okay? Definitely. There are computer programs, and some of you guys that have Crickets, you're probably a million light years ahead of me. There's computer programs, all kinds of fancy schmancy stuff that you can do. if you are good at that kind of stuff, which I am not. So I have mostly used my iPad and this app that I have on my iPad that's called Phonto, Phonto. It's not hard. I mostly use that to come up with the Bible verses and to be able to select the font and the size. I told you about this yesterday in Valentine's Day number 6 craft projects. This was one of the things that I showed you. Anyways, what was I saying? So I've just been using Phonto, and then I've been using my photocopier and taking photocopies of recipes, and I'll print something out, and then I'll take a photocopy of it to put it on this film. Okay, so if you're good with technology, then you could probably just go absolutely crazy. Seriously. So I've had a lot of you asking me, how can you get the stencils that have the Bible verses on them? And that is something I am working on right now. I don't have any for sure information yet about how I'm going to do that, but I do want to be able to offer that to you guys. So stay tuned for that. And I also do want to be able to offer this way of making an heirloom out of a recipe. I want to be able to do this kind of thing for you as well. But I don't have all of that together just yet. So just stay tuned, and I will let you know all the details when I get that all ready. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you. If you want one of these gadgets, one of these, they're not really hard to use at all. It's IkonArt. So you're just going to go to ikonart.com, and you can buy additional this and additional this stuff after you get the basic setup. Take a peek at it, and if you decide to get it, use my code or my coupon, which is DiyDreaming, all smushed together, and you'll get 15% off. So if you have questions, put them in the comments, and when I get all finished with this, I will answer. Oh, Saritha, you missed all the good stuff. Go back and do a replay, because I was telling everybody how I made some really awesome projects from recipes that were written by my mother and my mother-in-law. Okay. Oh, this is a good question. Thank you, Joanne. Yeah, so then you take a stencil and you lay it on whatever medium you want to do. Like this is the For I Know the Plans for You. You put it on there with the plastic off the back, the backing off. And then you can use whatever kind of paint, gel ink. You can even do etching. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you this. Glass etching with these stencils that you make. So you can use whatever you like. So I had my Bible study, my fellowship group from my church over last Wednesday night, and we just laughed and had a great time. But one of the things that we did is we all etched a glass with our name. So before they came, I made a whole sheet with everybody's names on it, and then I cut them into little pieces. And everybody put them on a glass, used the glass etching cream, and they turned out great. And then I let everybody take that little stencil with their name home. So, I mean, the possibilities with this are really, really cool, especially this idea. This by far is the part of it. Well, and the Bible verses, they're both awesome. Anyways, that's all I want to tell you today. I will hop on and answer all your questions. Hey, and this is important. If you guys if you've been watching my videos for a while, and we've been, communicating back and forth, I have probably sent you an invitation to that little blue button at the top of the DiyDreaming page, to like my page. But a lot of you, I've noticed, haven't done it, and you're probably just like me. You didn't understand what it was, or or how it worked, or maybe you did and you just get a ton of mail or however that comes. I'm not even sure. But I'm doing a promotion right now for 1 week where I'm going to give away these kits, 3 of them, to all the people who during this week like my Facebook page, DIY Dreaming, for the first time. Then next week, I'll do something for all of you old timers that have liked it for a while, where you can get a chance to win something cool too. It'll probably be another banner, but it'll be something just a little different. So anyways, all that to say, if you haven't gone up here and hit the like button, do that, because then I'll be able to look next Sunday and I can tell when people officially liked the page, not this little post, but the page. And I'll randomly draw 3 names. Okay, I've rambled long enough. Thank you guys for watching. I'll answer your questions when I get off. And you guys have a wonderful Sunday. I have lots of good projects coming up next week that I can't wait to show you, including the last day, day 7 of my 7 days of Valentine craft projects. I'll be sad when it's over, but hey, I'm super excited. I'm already working on Easter ideas and spring. All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.